You push hard enough.
My theory is that the only reason I can't lift my house up is because I can't get my arms around it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all it is.
Stretch Fleming.
Yes.
Really,
Mr.
really,
Fantastic could do it.
The only reason you can't lift your house up is that you don't know the proper frequency to negate the gravity.
That's right.
Keeping it in place.
Tesla did. What happened to him?
Tesla did. Whoops.
Oops.
Yeah. Oops.
Oops.
Come on in, everybody. We see you out there. The chat is live. We are awake. I have coffee. Yeah. Things are great here in the middle of Michigan. Coffee. We're freezing our asses off, but
yeah, it's not warm here either.
Coffee.
We're looking.
It's just wet here.
It's just yuck here. We're looking at it at the amazing high of 22 degrees.
Well,
over here.
I think it's about 0 here.
Another 10 will hit freezing. It's 10 degrees below freezing. Anyway. Folks, I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. Real glad that you're here. Arrow Comics. I've been doing alternative, independent, small press comics and comics in general since the mid-'80s. Right now, I'm currently writing The Atlantean, having a ball doing it. Actually, right now, I'm putting together a collection of a series that I did back in the 80s, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm also writing The Atlantean. It's been a lot of fun. I'm writing it, and Russ is drawing it. If you enjoy sword and sorcery stories, it's King Kull and Brule as they travel the land seeking out a race of shape-shifting demon, serpent demons, as they would, in order to remove them from the world. It's what you do.
What you do, isn't it?
Nothing else to do, have they?
They're on a mission from Volca. But anyway. It's a lot of fun, folks. If you get a chance, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, criticalblast.com, or we will be campaigning for the 4th issue here in March. As soon as it's enough and long enough, at least, to know that we're going to hit that release deadline.
We'll definitely
March
be
1st.
Yeah, fundraising in March.
We'll be there. All right. Appreciate everybody being here. Also joining me this morning, Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Glenn Fleming. I'm sure you know that by now. I write books. I've got 12 published. This is a good one to get, even though I say it myself. My visits to see Jack Kirby to his home in California. You can get that on Amazon or from New Haven Press, or publishing, I should say. And I also draw the odd thing, and this is my character Hatch, and you can find this guy in his annotated book on Fund My Comic. It has lots of artwork in it for you to see, and it tells you the story of Hatch. He's been around quite a while now, and it's got lots of artwork in it. And occasionally, I publish magazines about comics and such things like Super Spies.
Yeah,
man, look at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing these things again, I think. Right.
That's great.
It's worth it. It's worth it just for that.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right.
And Crikey, the Great British Comics magazine, not published anymore, but that was good to work on. We finally got it into colour, and then Borders died and took all my money, but then that's another story. Latest thing I'm offering is this of Comics Unlimited. There's 15 issues of this on Amazon, and time for another issue, I think. It's got full of articles and stuff like that, interviews. Check it out. They're on Amazon too.
Cool. All right. Great. Also joining us, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
My name is Russ Leach. I'm the artist on The Atlantean, as Randy has suggested, a comic book artist from the UK. If you want to find out more about The Atlantean, more about what we're doing, go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list. All my socials are there. You can connect. And you can also look at some artwork as well. Some of the stuff that I've worked on in the past. But right at the moment, The Atlantean's the most important thing. I can just share a quick update of what we've got going on. We're very close to finishing the pencils. And like Randy says, the Fund My Comic campaign will start in March. There you go.
And a sudden board suddenly spring up here for no reason.
Don't know I've just shared a page with you.
Got it.
There you go.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
So there's some pencils. Anybody who's watching closely will know what's going on here, especially if they've seen the cover and the hint that we've given you as to what story will be involved. So there you go. This is the kind of stuff you're going to see. We enjoy the pants out of doing this kind of stuff. And we'll be off to ink soon with that. So go to rustleach.com and sign up for the email list.
Yeah, so much fun. The ETERNAUT, folks. Had this book sent to us by PBR Street Gang because he had heard that I didn't have a copy.
I've not got a copy. Send me one.
Oh, you have to look at it. Yeah, I'm going to have to buy one too.
Yeah, me too. Send me one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on loan. It's going back. This is an edition done by, I wanted to say Fantagraphics, but I don't think that's right.
Isn't this one of Marvy's favorite comics as well?
Yes, he likes it.
This is huge renown all over the world. And I didn't hear about it until I saw the Matt with 4T video on it and went, wow, I gotta dig this up. Still looking for a publisher and I'm not finding it.
I'd never heard of it before Marv mentioned it.
No, me too. So I've never seen this, so this is going to be good.
You can see it all right. We got good light.
And who's the artist on this?
There are two listed.
Right. Okay.
The writer is the same writer. Hector Germain Osterheld.
Okay.
Is the come on, get in there. Oh, suddenly I've got the chat popping up on the camera.
I don't think that's on the YouTube. I think it's just for display for us.
I'm seeing it here.
Feeling.
Yeah, it's actually kind of aggravating.
Yeah, can you turn it off?
I'm trying.
Yes. Oh, it is. It is on YouTube. There you go.
Yeah, hey, Russ will soon be paying a license fee for YouTube, won't we?
No, we won't.
No,
we won't. I don't think it's going to go through. No, I don't think they're going to get away with that shit.
They've got other things on their mind at the moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay it. Fuck them.
No.
Sorry, it's getting beyond a joke now.
Yeah, it's just kind of irritating.
Yeah. This country needs an enema.
I think the whole world's been in need of one for a little bit.
Yeah, for a while. Yeah, good clear out.
Now they're finding all this corruption at the state level. It's just scary.
Yep.
Minnesota and Michigan and all sorts of weirdness going on. Artist on this is Francisco
Solano
Lopez, and translated by Erica Mena.
That'd be Mena. Spanish.
Yes. Anybody know how to get rid of this irritating little back corner thing? Let me know in the chat.
That'll be in the inner workings of.
Yeah, I've been looking through settings and I'm not finding
StreamYard. Yeah.
General.
No, I'll go and have a look. Hold on.
Hang on, I think I found it.
Oh, have you?
Was that it?
No.
Skip says PBR should send him a reader copy of Amazing Fantasy 15 while he's sending books out.
Yeah. There you go. Go on StreamYard, go to chat and select hide.
And select what?
Hide.
Click on chat. It doesn't click on the chat box. Back, reload.
Don't worry, get on with it. I'll go
anyway, getting on with it.
You can always tell a good story when you get to the point. Look at that. It was late, just before 3. You're right there, aren't you?
I'm still not seeing it. I am blind. Font most. What? Anyway. Skip Edwards is in the house. Good evening, fellas. Glad you're here, Skip. Nice work, Russ.
Thank you.
Cheers, Skip. Morning. And if he could send me a reader copy of Amazing Fantasy 15 while he's sending books out. Yeah. Go on StreamYard, go to chat, and select hide. I'm not sure where chat is. I am not seeing it, folks. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. So serialized in a Argentinian publication back in 57 and 59.
Wow.
Gained a lot of attention, and then he's been working on it off and on, or had been working on it off and on ever since. The rest of his life.
1957?
Yeah.
Wow.
Show comments on stage.
They haven't invented backgrounds then, 1957.
No, apparently not. And I did find the switch. It was right in front of me.
Boom. Great.
Up on up on your top right of your display, is there a comments tab? On the extreme right hand side.
Yeah, I got it.
Click comments.
It says show comments on stage.
Yeah, so click it off.
Yeah, I did.
It's gone now.
It's gone.
Oh,
now.
right. Okay. All right.
Yep. Thanks, Skip. Appreciate the help there.
He's got big eyes.
Yeah.
Was looking at the Wikipedia earlier, and you're going to have to excuse me because I'm not familiar with this material. I didn't have a chance to read it through, which I will before I send it back to PBR. It says the ETERNAUT, or El ETERNAUTA, is an Argentine science fiction comic created by Hector Germán Osterheld with artwork by Francisco Solano Lopez. Was first published in Horacero Semanal between 57 and 59, initially as a serialized comic strip. The story is focused on a handful of survivors of a deadly alien invasion in Buenos Aires. We're picking up a little. After other failed attempts to continue the story, Osterheld remade it in 69 with art by Alberto Brescia and a more overt political tone. Osterheld became the spokesman of the Montoneros guerrillas by the time he started the sequel, El Eternauta Segunda Parte, again with Solano Lopez. The dirty war against guerrilla groups forced Osterheld to go into hiding, but he completed the story nonetheless. He is a victim of an enforced disappearance shortly after that.
Is that Pinochet?
Yeah. His widow, Elsa Osterheld, sold the rights of the character to the publisher Ediciones Record, and tried later to annul the contract, leading to a lengthy copyright dispute. The story had many sequels in later years, sometimes with conflicting canonicity. A television miniseries adaptation by Netflix, The ETERNAUT, premiered April 30th, 2025, starring Ricardo Darín as the lead character.
Yeah, you see, authoritarianism and totalitarianism always starts by getting rid of the creatives and the comedians.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I know this is a stretch, and I know this might sound a little bit conspiratorial, but AI art
could
be getting rid of the creatives.
Yeah.
Because Could be an attempt.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand why AIR is being pushed so hard. But there you go.
Probably for the reason you just said.
Yeah, maybe.
I have a picture of the author here.
It's a nice panel, that bottom right-hand panel with a crash and the body laying there on the sidewalk.
It does seem to be picking up, doesn't it? A lot of these older strips start out pretty rustic and then blow out really big. Where am I going? I'm not doing that. I got a picture of the author here.
It's got big ears.
He suddenly employed Vinny to do the inking on that, right?
Some of it, yeah.
This is how you do backgrounds.
Says Mr. Osterheld, holding up a copy of the magazine that the ETERNAUT was in.
Yeah, he's got political dissident look written all over him.
Doesn't he?
Lock him up.
All right, back to where we were.
It's got an odd style because if you look at the first page and the top tier and the middle panel of the side view of that guy, right? The detail on it, and then look at the girl at the far right on the other page in the middle section. It's very brushy. There's no fine detail on that girl's face.
Yeah.
And then you can see it even clearer. First page, last panel, and then directly opposite on the other page, that guy who's looking a bit like Harrison Ford there, isn't he? But look at that guy, directly to the left.
Where's my family?
Yeah, so it's like a different character.
Yeah.
So what I like about these, other than American volumes, is that they give the story room to grow and breathe.
Yeah.
They don't get, Dr. Doom coming through the wall on the second panel,
Well, back then they were hitting points by particular pages. Certain things had to happen at a particular time.
Yeah.
And they got very formulaic there after a while, especially when you got other writers like Englehart and Gerber coming in. But and they only had 20 pages to play with. Here you've got, the entire page and as many pages as you need to tell the story.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, some Mobius work at the moment, and it's great the way he just lets it grow.
Yeah.
And it really is good. There's a lot of a lot of space between it, if you know what I mean.
Now, there's nothing like reading those old Blueberry stories. They are phenomenal. We went through those. They're just stuff. Writing and drawing both are just top notch. Even translated.
Yeah.
They're really good.
I must say I'm reading the Inkle as well, and I'm a bit disappointed with Jodorowsky. I think I've said this before. I think it might be the translation of it, but it's not as good as what it seems to be making out, in my opinion. But anyway, we'll talk about this.
We had a good time looking through it.
Yeah, we're discussing the art, weren't we? We discussed the art more than what the story's about.
Well, Jodorowsky,
that's what I'm here for.
yeah, me too.
I think Jodorowsky is more of a abstract writer anyway. He's a little off and, a universe or two off to the side from all of the rest of us.
Like David Lynch, that's why he did
Yes.
Dune.
Yes.
Yeah. So this guy's Garth, isn't he? He's a time traveler.
This guy?
No, the ETERNAUT. This is, it travels through eternity. That's what Garth does. He's a time traveler, isn't he, Garth? He's always turning up in different times. That's what this guy's doing.
Tragedy that left lost in time, like a shipwrecked sailor abandoned in the middle of the sea. I don't know. The big thing that I got out of it is that it takes place in Buenos Aires, and there's been an alien invasion, and it's like a dystopian society going on of the rats trying to survive after the invasion.
But the clue is there because it tells you.
Yeah. That would definitely explain the title.
Yeah. It's a newspaper strip, isn't it? Is it a magazine strip?
It was a magazine strip, yeah.
Just the way it's tiered, you know, the way that's the. I thought it might be a newspaper strip as well.
Yeah, it's got like a Sunday page feel to it, but I don't think that's what they did. It's like Tintin.
Yeah.
It's probably done in half pages and serialized however they wanted. You know, they could place an ad.
Yeah.
Or put two on a page.
It's a lot of talking heads, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's all right though.
But there are moments there that really break out that are pretty crazy. That panel that was pointed out a couple of pages back here. It's really nice.
Where he's laying on the floor.
Yeah, you'll see an occasional panel of detail here and there coming through. I think it's more of a reading work than visual.
There are a lot of talking heads.
Yeah. At this point, there's a nice group shot. A lot of headshots off to the side with big blocks of text.
Yeah.
They've all got big ears.
That too.
And the shots, a lot of them seem to be from the same angle as well.
Pretty blocked out, yeah. Straight 3/4 profile.
The first time he draws a full figure, it's an inch high.
Well, yeah, that's the field he's working in. There we go. Now he's kicking it a little harder. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is all cross-hatched here.
Well, if he spent as much time putting the detail on the rest of it than doing that background, it might look good.
Yeah.
But it looks more like a novel, doesn't it?
It does.
It's not getting in the way though, like some do. Even though there's a lot of words there, it's working well, I think.
That's probably the nicest panel I've seen so far.
It's very nice, that, isn't it?
That's also pretty hot. Though again, we're profile, 3/4.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are.
There we go.
It does get better. Look at that. Let the spores in.
Ooh. Yeah, it's good.
It's a bit Body Snatchers.
Yeah. And then he's run out of time again.
They're playing dice.
We're playing table tennis at the end. That pose.
There's the suit. Seems to be iconic with the series.
Yeah. It was like the way they filmed the galaxy being in close in the Outer Limits. That guy was in a wetsuit.
Yeah.
And they poured water on him, and then they just made it negative of it.
The 12 Monkeys.
I haven't seen that.
It's a bit 12 Monkeys-ish.
Is that Bruce Willis, 12 Monkey?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
That was
Is it any good?
what's his name from Monty Python? It's different. It's good. Yeah.
Terry Gilliam.
I enjoyed it. Brad Pitt's best performance.
Oh yeah, definitely. And a performance that they never talk about of his either. So, and it's really good.
Must have been young then.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bruce Willis, he's not well. Is he still around? He's got dementia, hasn't he?
He's got a really specific form of dementia. He's not aware that he's losing it, but he's losing it.
But he can't remember he's ever been an actor, apparently.
Yeah.
He lives in the moment.
Yep.
That happened to Bobby Charlton, didn't it? Bobby Styles. They got dementia and didn't know they'd won the World Cup and whatever they did. It's tragic, that, isn't it?
That is tragic, yeah.
Must be the spores are radioactive or something. I think it's interesting that you're seeing the artists evolve here.
Yeah,
pretty quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably as the more notice the strip received, they said it was quite popular when it ran originally, that he paid more attention to what he was doing. It's a nice angle here, a little off.
Well, when it was, if it was getting more popular, he probably got paid more, so he could.
That could be
spend time on it, because maybe he was doing something else as well,
Maybe. The wiki says it was published in the first issue of the magazine Hora Cero on September 4th, 1957.
Wow.
Lopez had been working with Osterheld on the comic Rollo El Marciano Adaptivo, which is Rollo the Adopted Martian. And although he was still interested in science fiction, he asked for a story with less fantasy. I was doing Rollo and Horacero. I wanted to do science fiction, but with a more realistic approach, something more committed, closer to the reader. And that gave Hector the idea of the ETERNAUT.
Maybe it's just got better.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just getting better. I mean, you look at that top right-hand panel with the bus. That's lovely. It's really well done.
Yeah.
It's a bit Quatermass as well, isn't it? That kind of
but of course,
like a mystery thing.
The other thing is if there's a lot of setup at the start, it's going to be difficult to make the pages exciting. I mean, you look through the great art, the great sequential artists, and the top echelon make everything look exciting. But not everybody's capable of that.
Right.
That's why they're the tops,
Yep. The series became a success and ran until 1959. However, Lopez said that although the magazine was selling well, they had no way to measure the popularity of each specific comic and were not aware of the Eternaut's popularity, at the time. Horacero was closed shortly after the story's conclusion, as artists found it more lucrative to work abroad than in Frontera. Osterheld knew little of finances, and interest in serial comics declined. Editorial Frontera was then absorbed by editorial Emilio Ramirez. The closure of Frontera and the immigration of Lopez to Europe forced Osterheld to cancel his plans for a sequel. Ramirez then sold the titles to the magazine A. Lay in 1961, which republished the story. The republication made slight changes to the original, removing the opening panels and some closing panels whose texts were redundant with the texts of the following entry to allow a smoother read. Osterheld wrote the plots intended for the sequel as a novel, which was published by Emilio Ramirez. 1969, Osterheld rebooted the series as the Eternaut 1969 with more political references. It became an open critique of dictatorial regimes and advanced anti-imperialist ideas. Instead of a classic alien invasion that destroys all the world, the story states that the global powers abandoned Latin America to the invaders to guarantee their own survival. This version featured artwork by Alberto Brescia, who drew the story in an experimental and unique style diverging from the original expression. It was published in May 29th of 1969 in the weekly Jante. The story was canceled, so the ending was rushed to avoid leaving it unfinished. The following years, the series was also published in Europe, and these publications were a success and made Osterheld, Brescia, and the character known all throughout Europe. Osterheld met Fernandez in early 1970s and invited him to work on a sequel in La Plata. The basic plot would have been about the aliens starting a new invasion elsewhere after their defeat in Buenos Aires, using La Plata as a beachhead from where to raise a counterattack. The comic would have been published by Eldaya. Osterheld and Fernandez gathered information about the city and flew in a helicopter above it and took photos, brainstormed ideas. However, the project was never published. Few unpublished pages were destroyed years later.
I was just reading his biography. His 4 daughters, and they were all murdered.
Yeah,
disappeared. Wow.
What was the expression that they used up here?
Unalived.
It was an enforced disappearance. Yeah.
Mm.
He suffered from an enforced disappearance.
Mm.
Nice line work here.
Sting writes a song about it, doesn't he, about that regime. One of his better ones.
Wrapped Around My Finger?
No. I don't know what it's called. They Dance Alone. They Dance a Solo or something it's called. It's about that. It's about the women whose husbands and brothers and whatever disappeared. And they have a custom in Argentina where you're not allowed to stop people dancing, apparently. So all the wives and mothers go and stand in front of, the guy's palace and dance in front of his guards, and they're not allowed to stop them. And they dance alone. That's what it is. That's what it's about. Good song.
Wow. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to buy this because it seems very involved, doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree. It like most 50s comics, it's very much a read, like those old Crime Does Not Pays.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
You
dialogue.
get your money's worth, don't you?
Yes. Well, that was back when our all of our attention spans were longer, before TV and MTV and
Yeah.
reels. You'd sit there and actually read a comic, read a book,
Yeah.
and have it literature. It's been, what is it, probably a good 25 or 30 years before or since any comic company has decided to do a Classics Illustrated line. I think just because they don't get read.
I always thought that, still do, that one of the best things I ever did was learn to read and write.
Yeah.
I like reading.
Learned how to read off of comics.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah, this story, you can tell this story is really in depth, can't you?
Yeah. It's involved. There's a lot going on.
Thank God it's in black and white.
Yeah. Interesting. At least they got out of the house. They're traveling.
Yeah.
Nice work here. Nice strip level work.
So these spores are like the snow. Are they walking on the spores? They're not snow.
Yeah, that's my impression of it. And I would imagine they're radioactive if that one guy died in the windowsill from it.
Wow. This makes me you not to continue. I want to read what happens rather than get shown in the book.
Yeah.
Did you say this was about an alien invasion?
Yeah.
So it's probably that the spores are not radioactive; they're alien because he hasn't got any breathing apparatus. He's just got a filter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon it's aliens. I reckon the spores are the aliens. Bit sort of like I was saying, a bit like
maybe.
Yeah. That guy looks a bit Billy the Fish, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. A bit cartoony, isn't he?
Everybody else looks like really serious and quite realistic.
He looks like he could be saying, "Come on, ladies, three plates for one." You know what I mean?
I've just jumped in here straight out of the Viz magazine.
Billy Fart Pants, is it?
Billy Fart Pants, yes. Buster Gonad.
Yeah. I drew a strip for Oink magazine, but they didn't use it. They didn't use it at the end, but it was to do with that. Remember that goalkeeper called Bruce Grobbelaar?
Oh yeah.
And he was gobbing on him in the front of his goal to stop the ball going. Well, I didn't use it.
Cross hatching. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good. I've got to go, and that's a nice shot with that pistol firing as well.
Yeah.
Pow. Needs a blam on it. Blam blam. Oh, pow pow.
Pow pow.
You've got a lot of bullets in that. Look at that. How many is that? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, 12. He's still firing.
This is all shading by line work here.
Yes.
Even the texture on his shirt looks like it was done by hand. I don't know. Yeah, it does, actually. Might have been too poor for Zipatone.
This Oosterheld disappeared, didn't he, in 1977, this writer?
Yeah,
Wow.
he was removed,
Removed, yeah.
unalived. Like you said, I think they took his whole family.
Yeah. Well, except for his wife.
Yeah, all of his daughters.
Yeah. The only survivors were his wife and his 2 grandsons. 4 daughters taken.
All over a comic strip.
All within a year.
Wow.
Yeah, just a reminder to everybody when you think that things are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it shows you the power a comic can have, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Get rid of you for drawing a comic. That what's his face will be the guy who did Mouse. He should watch out.
Yeah.
Spiegelman, yeah. Dave, Genuine Comics in the house. Hello, everyone. Hello, Dave.
Hey,
Hope
Dave.
you're doing
Dave.
well this morning. Doing all right. Looking at the ETERNAUT.
That'd be an interesting comic strip, wouldn't it, to do about Easterhelt and this strip,
Yeah.
and you could throw in all that stuff that was going on. Wow. I get the impression it's an allegory. This is allegory. Is that the right word? This, like the Crucible is about the MacArthur hearings.
Right.
I get the impression that's what this is about, which is why he was taken. If it was Tintin, he wouldn't probably be all right. Mind you, Tintin's quite subversive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got its messages.
When he gets into it, it's really good, isn't it? I'm looking at those guys running there in the center panel, center strip on the left. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to sit and read this.
Yeah, have to get this one.
Sorry I didn't take the time before now to do it. Probably should have held off on this until after I read it.
Yeah, I think you should have held off until we all read it.
Yeah.
We're suddenly drawing full figures a lot. Somebody must have mentioned there's 6,000 heads in the first 3 strips.
Well, again, like you said, it was a lot of exposition too.
Yeah.
Move things along, and sometimes all you can do is a head with a bunch of dialogue. Skip's in the house. Hey, Dave. Genuine says, I've been thinking of doing a comic in this panoramic layout. It can offer a cinematic feel. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey.
Oh,
PBR
there he is.
in the house. Thanks, PBR, for being here.
Stop talking about him now, Randy.
Yeah, there we go. I'll tell you, there's a Dave, Genuine Comics. What I've been looking at is taking a regular comic graphic novel, and I talked to the people at Comic Wellspring about this. I don't have a sample here in front of me. A regular comic size graphic novel. I use this floppy as an example, and run another cut right in the center here so that you'd have 2 books.
Oh, yeah.
That would give you kind of a rectangular, almost cinematic feel to it. And then you could open up to a double page, open up to like a double page spread.
That's a good idea.
Only it'd be smaller, and you'd still be able to fit it into a comic bag if you stacked one on top of the other.
Yeah.
and I've tried it before, and I was playing around with let me see. In fact, this one book I had already taken a copy of it and cut it in half. I had this independently published back in who knows how long ago, and it had a really good paper stock to it, almost like typing paper, 50-pound bond almost, with a really nice cover. And I was looking at splicing it, printing a book, and then just having one more cut done right in the center, so you'd have 2 books. So in fact, I still might do a couple of Spank the Monkey books like that, just to do it in that format, just to see how it works. Because I bet it would work out pretty well.
Yeah.
Then you do strips like the old Starhawk strip that we looked at from Gil Kane.
Yeah.
Back a couple years ago. That's about that exact same size. Nice rectangle.
No idea. Do it.
It's on the list.
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
Long list.
It is. Well, I got to get the. I'm working on a style guide for Anniverse, and then the script for 5 has to get done, or not? Yeah, for 5 needs to get done. Then that. So.
Wow, look at that. Boom.
Yeah. It's a nice angle here. That could have been just a straight on shot if he wanted it, but he didn't.
I like the way the girl's helmet is that shape, so we can see how gorgeous she is.
Yeah. Yeah. Artistic license.
Well, yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nope. That's interesting. Really likes his silhouette work, shadow work.
Yeah.
See, he's changing here. He's actually working on shifting his camera around a little more than, especially than at the start.
Playing with the shadows as well.
Yeah.
Especially on people's faces.
That's interesting.
You know, on the political side of this thing, you know, this guy disappeared. It makes you wonder who's reading it and making a decision, doesn't it?
Well, they must have felt it had a hard impact on society, or they wouldn't have been that concerned with it.
That's what I mean. So somebody must have been looking at it. They must have been looking at all the books and everything that's published.
It must have really had an effect.
And then somebody said, look at this.
Yeah.
And passed it up the line, you know, and said, and it came back, we're not having this. It's like at that bottom left panel there on the first page, he suddenly finds a really thick line, doesn't he?
Mm.
And then, you know,
he backs off.
Yeah, and he goes into the fine line.
And with all of the shading and the cross hatching he's doing back here, so meticulous, he could almost have been better off doing backgrounds.
Yeah. I think he's going more for
harder.
Yeah, he's going more for effect, isn't he, rather than placement?
I think so.
And the fascists have got German helmets on.
Yeah. Obviously, the bad guys
Yeah.
dressed as a oppressive regime. It's interesting. Oh, that's cross hatching here into black. Tried watching the Netflix series, and it was filmed really, really dark. I had a rough time with it. Stopped after about the first 15 minutes. It was all mostly just shadows and scuff. And
Sorry, just what were you looking at? Say that again.
I tried to watch the Netflix series, and it was so darkly filmed that all I saw was shadows moving back and forth and some shuffling going on. That was,
Right.
after about 15 minutes of that, I was kind of done. It's a tank. It's before any action started up, though. Seems to be getting involved with some troops.
Wow. It's looking at the artwork now. It's getting to look like one of those Commando comics, isn't it, Russ?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's a long old panel at the top there.
Yeah, in 2015, Fantagraphics published the first translation of the work in English under the title ETERNAUT. It was translated by Erica Minya. The publication was nominated for a 2016 Eisner Award in the categories of Best U.S. Edition of International Material, Best Publication Design, and Best Archival Collection Project, or strips. It received the award in the last category. Series was a success in Italy, and there were rumors of a possible film adaptation. To secure the rights, Scuddy, talking about the ETERNAUT, signed a more detailed contract with Osterheld. She was facing a difficult economic situation coupled with the still recent loss of her husband and her imminent retirement, and accepted. She signed the contract for a sum of $10,000.
Oh.
Later, she started a judicial case to annul the contract as she felt that she had made a mistake and had signed and had not understood what she was doing. Her lawyers said that she didn't have the legal rights to sell the rights to the character, as she had ignored the rights of Osterheld's grandchildren. They based their defense on the contract signed with Hector while he was still alive, earlier than the one with Sanchez de Osterheld, and considered that she was mixing commercial deals with personal tragedies. He also provided documentations proving that she authorized the making of the third sequel for another payment.
So she had the contract annulled, but she didn't give the money back.
Yeah. I don't think she got the contract annulled, actually. Lopez complained about the contract, that it ignored his own rights over the character when he left for Europe. Knowing Sanchez de Ulsterheld's economic problems, he told her that he gave her full leeway to profit from the character the way she saw fit. He clarified later that he never meant to renounce his share of the copyright over the character and that it was only a verbal proposal with no legal weight. He pointed out that the document made between Edicion's record and Sanchez de Osterheld described the ETERNAUT as a literary work created solely by Hector Osterheld with no mention of him. And although Osterheld would write a literary novel about the character later, it was born as a comic book character with a joint work of the writer and artist. Osterheld did not agree with that view and considered Lopez a mere interpreter of the work of her husband. She also said that the ETERNAUT was an idea that Osterheld had for some years before he started working on it. The comic El Mundo Arrepentido, made by Lopez and Paul, was also initially a source of conflict. Osterheld's grandson said that new projects involving the characters, such as sequels, merchandising, or adaptations, had to have the approval of Solano Lopez, but that he did not have the right to decide such things completely by himself. Both parties eventually agreed to work together on the new release.
Well, that's a fairly arrogant writer, isn't it?
Yeah. Judiciary ruled in 1996 that the sale of the characters of Osterheld to Emilio Ramirez was null and void, restoring them to Osterheld's heirs. Oh, there you go. Ediciones Records started their own case, stating that they owned the rights to the franchise. Although initially the lower courts ruled favorably to Ediciones Records, in 2018 the Supreme Court ruled favorably to the heirs of Osterheld and closed the case with the vote of Ricardo Lorenzetti, Alina, name, and Carlos, whatever. Yep, anyway, they closed the case with the vote of the judges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 different books going all from 57 to 2003 of the ETERNAUT.
Oh, that panel on the far left there, that's good.
Isn't it? This one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose, strictly speaking, from a writer's perspective, the artist is a translator of his work, of the writer's work. But it doesn't get done without it.
Yeah.
So it's like saying, "Oh, I'm going to get a big share of nothing."
Yeah.
You know, it's still nothing. If you decide, if he doesn't want an artist to have some kind of share of ownership over a production, then write a bloody novel.
Well, you could mention somebody else with that. But I agree.
Yeah, it's
if there's no pictures, it's a novel.
Yeah, if there's no pictures, it's a novel. Then you don't have an argument, and you can't say, "Oh, well, it's mine. It's mine." If you're gonna be involved in a comic, okay. And I saw this the other day. It's like somebody was saying, I can't remember exactly what they were going on about, but they were basically saying you need words in a comic, and it's like, no, you don't.
No, you don't. No,
you need a script. You need a script, okay? And that is the writer. That's what the writer's there for. But you don't have to have word bubbles. You don't have to have words. In fact, if you produce a silent couple of pages, that's a testament to how good the writer is and to how good the artist is. Yeah. Comics are a visual medium. You need both. It's a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, okay? It's like making a silent film, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, even in a silent film, you needed a writer and a director.
Yeah. Well, that's the director's the artist, isn't it?
Exactly. So people just get it wrong so often. It's a 50-50 thing. You've got to come together to put these things together. But what one is not more important than the other if they have taken their roles to the expected outcome. If you just write a few lines down and then the artist pads it out, then the writer isn't actually doing as much work.
Well, like we said before,
Exactly.
we
Yeah.
know
Like,
know all about that one.
yeah. So, it's not always that case, but that's how it should be. It should.
See, this is why Alan Moore can be listed as writer, isn't it? You've seen his scripts, haven't you? He even details what he wants in the panel, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, Dave has just said there are silent comics like Gone. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's the point. Is that you don't have to have words on the panels.
Well,
you just have to have a well-constructed story.
My Hatch is a silent comic.
Right? Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's still written. It has story and plot. Yep.
Exactly. That's exactly it. It's not about the words per se. It's about how well it's written. Construction.
Yep.
And a lot of people miss that out. So.
And people get confused with what we call and you know what I'm talking about here, what we call a dialoguer.
Yeah.
As opposed to a writer.
Yes, they're two different things. Yeah.
And the artists in those considerations are the writer.
Yeah.
But didn't get the check.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, the idea that you write a script down, give it to an artist, and all they are is a translator is never true, because there's always something that comes out of the art that the writer didn't expect.
Yeah.
Or that the writer didn't imagine.
Yeah.
You know?
And if you're such a, I don't know what the word is, such a staunch writer, you've got to do the Alan Moore route and give the artist, tell him exactly everything you want in that panel and where it is and what angle it is and all the stuff.
But even then, Gibbons didn't do that exactly. He still gave it his own flavour.
He did.
He still told the story in his own way.
Yeah.
So, that's absolutely 50-50.
Yeah. But to be fair, that's the way they treated it.
Yes, exactly.
It's very involved, this story, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I was just reading the plot over on Wikipedia. Osterheld, the author of the comic, appears as a character at the beginning of the story. He's writing late at night when a man suddenly appears out of thin air in his room. He introduces himself as Juan Salvo and narrates his story. In the comic is thus narrated by Salvo in first-person narrative. Salvo lived with his wife, Alina, and his daughter, Martita. Hang on. Yeah, Martita. Martita. According to Salvo, mysterious deadly snowfall suddenly covers Buenos Aires and his neighborhood in the nearby Vicente Lopez, wiping out all life upon touch. Salvo and his family survived because his home was completely closed at the time of the snowfall. He was playing Truco with his friends. Truco apparently must be a game. Favali, Lucas, and Polsky. Polsky tries to return to his home, worried about his family, and dies moments after leaving, having come into contact with snowflakes. The others prepare insulated suits to be able to leave the house and gather supplies. A young child, Pablo, joins them, and a deranged survivor kills Lucas. Realizing that the catastrophe generated a violent state of anarchy, they try to escape from Buenos Aires, but before doing so, they are recruited by an improvised army. Salvo, Favali, and Pablo join them, while Elena and Martita all stay home. It turns out that the snowfall was part of an ongoing alien invasion. The army first attacks a group of giant insects similar to beetles, armed with giant light throwers. At the General Paz Highway. All beetles have devices on their necks that reveal that their real invaders control them from afar. The army sets its base inside the River Plate Stadium, as its enormous walls could serve as a trench against the light throwers. Salvo and Franco, a metal worker recruited by the army, leave the stadium during the night to gather intelligence. They discover that the beetles are controlled by an alien known as Hand because of their hands with several fingers. The Hand also controls other survivors turned into automatons by a similar device. The alien is in turn also controlled by aliens that he does not name, later referred to as just them. The army is then lured into a trap at Plaza Italia. They are decimated by giant beasts known as Gorbos, and only Salvo, Favalli, and Franco survive. They seek further intelligence and find the main invasion force at the Plaza del Congreso. They blow up the dome with them and escape. They find Pablo and the historian Mosca, who survived the attack at Plaza Italia but got separated from them. They leave just before a nuke fired by foreign countries against the invaders destroys Buenos Aires. Wow.
That's the football stadium.
Yeah. So yeah, it starts slow and then builds up, apparently.
Speaking of the political side of this, have you seen that film called Missing with Jack Lemmon?
Long time ago.
Sissy Spacek. That's about the Pinochet in Chile, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a good film. It's a sort of there's a football stadium in that. I'll leave it there.
It's more about the snowflakes here.
Mm. Mm.
Now we're back to talking heads, it looks like.
Yeah.
There's the light.
Oh.
We're being attacked. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Must be the aliens.
Woo-woos.
Must be the mothership.
Martin Haddis wrote the prologue for the Fantagraphics edition. Wrote in the prologue, I should say, the Fantagraphics edition, that one of the strongest points of the story for the Argentine audience was the sight of an alien invasion in Buenos Aires, with its distinctive buildings and mountains disfigured or destroyed by the aliens, alien devices, or the war actions. Most works of fiction about the theme are set in other countries, such as the United States. However, he also pointed out that the story has appeal beyond that, as it has been successful in Spain, Mexico, Italy, Greece, Croatia, France, etc., where the sight of Buenos Aires would be less meaningful. He points out the scientific aspects of the alien invasion are mostly hand-waved, and that the story narrates a global disaster from the point of view of a small group of survivors. Haddis explains the appeal of the series in the contrast between home, family, and friendship, with the death of the utterly alien, an appeal that would transcend localisms. Rachel Cook from The Guardian praises the ingenuity of the characters to survive truly hopeless situations.
Wow, look at that.
It's also been noted that except for the aliens known as them, none of the invaders are truly evil. They are noble beings forced to carry out the orders of others. Juan Sestrain believes that Osterheld was writing an anti-war comic, and Fernando Garcia considers it instead an allegory of class struggle. Tom Shapira from the Comics Journal says that adding to the frequent in-story references to Robinson Crusoe, he found the story similar to Moby Dick, as it features a hero who is actually a witness of the acts of heroism carried out by others. He also criticized the aspects of the story, such as the presence of flying saucers, that he found to make the story more look dated. He also criticized the lack of relevant female characters, stating that Alina and Martita had no actual weight in the plot, save as reminders for the protagonists of the family he longs for. Shapira additionally criticized what he perceived as the over-reliance on cliffhangers, while also noting that the story was initially published in serialized form, which left several cliffhangers at the moments when the original publication likely ended the chapters. Of course.
I'm going to criticize it for being a comic strip.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were also a lot of UFO sightings in South America around this time, so I bet that's all tied in as well.
Yeah. El Eternauta Primera Parte was listed among the classics of Argentine literature in 2000 by Clarin, who seems to be a notable source. In 2009, the Congress of Argentina declared on the 4th of September the day of the first publication of the ETERNAUT, the Day of the Argentine Comic. In 2010, the Argentine Military of Education ordered several thousand copies of the ETERNAUT to be distributed in secondary schools.
Well, that's good.
President Nestor Kirchner expressed his admiration for the ETERNAUT in 2010. Kirchner ran an advertisement of himself drawn as the ETERNAUT in support of Christina Kirchner's presidential campaign. The advertising, known as the Nostronauta, was later used after the death of Nestor Kirchner a short time later. The Nostronauta, based upon one of the best-known images of the character used on the front cover of the 76 reissue of the first story. The image keeps the snowflakes around the character but removes the shotgun, as it could be associated with the violent guerrillas of the 70s. It also changed the face of the character. Besides using the face of Kirchner, it changes the grim and determined gesture of the original with a jovial and smiling face.
Which is a surprise, because I've never seen a guerrilla carry a shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, are they aliens? What's going on there? Are they big bugs?
Yeah, they get attacked by big bugs.
Nice.
Yeah, what's wrong? He's looking. Must be seeing something.
This is a deep read, isn't it? It's
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
Boom. Yeah, here we go. A little bit of negative space. Oh, there's a thin line there. Working with all that line work. Beautiful line work here. Help, it's death. Death in the
Stop them deserting. What's going to happen next?
I think they'll get shot. Be curious to know how much of this was in each issue. How many
Mm.
pages if it had a set structure.
Yeah.
Line weight here.
Polsky.
Yeah. It's being zapped.
Great detail there. Look at that first page, center panel. First center panel. The one on the edge. The one on the edge. The next one over.
Here?
So I meant the center strip. The guy in the head. That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Really good.
Yeah, they've gotten really close a number of times to being adapted, and it just didn't quite make it. Wow. Getting in 68. Rights being tossed around to different production companies and all over the place. In February of 2020, it was announced that the ETERNAUT would be adapted into a TV series for Netflix. The series is directed by, contextualized in the 2020s. Ricardo Darin stars as the main character within the cast, including people I don't recognize. The Traveler for Eternity. It's written for the theater. Stage play in 3 acts. Published in 2003 in book format. It was performed in 2007 as part of the homages of the 30th anniversary of Osterheld's disappearance. Another theater adaptation entitled Zona Liberada, an experimental play, premiered in Buenos Aires in 2007. It was created and performed by the group Kame de Canon and cast the comics themes and imagery into a contemporary context. The production had the blessing of Elsa Osterheld and Solano Lopez. They've had all sorts of music tributes done to them as well. Crazy the impact a comic can have, folks.
I wonder if this is still published in Argentina.
Look like the bugs. It's still in print. I don't think there's new stuff coming out.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant in print. I meant if this one.
Yeah.
If it's still there, available.
I think they had a big turnaround in the government from the way it sounded like. They're having copies printed and distributed to the schools.
Right. Look at the detail there on the first page, top panel, first strip, the top panel. The guy looking through the binoculars. Look at that detail on there. Yeah. Isn't that fantastic? And then on the bottom, he uses that lovely empty space there where he's standing on the balcony or whatever it is, and they're coming out the trees. And all that snow stuff's in the middle.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Says a lot.
Oh, shooting. Gone mad.
This is our silent comics like Gun. Yeah, well written. Story and plot. Yep.
Wow. I wonder what happened to this artwork.
Don't know.
See those that second page there, the first panel where he's looking up at the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you draw clouds and sky and you do it like that, it's a real big commitment, isn't it? Because there's a lot of work in there, you know, doing the background and the clouds, formations, shadows, and all that stuff.
Looks like a gray wash.
Really?
So is that lines? If that's lines, it's amazing.
That's lines, I think.
Yeah.
Not seen a wash in the whole thing.
No.
No.
Look at what he's doing with those steps on the right-hand panel there.
Yeah.
Top right.
Yeah. Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, that is lines, but it looks like it's a light gray. Like he used a gray ink or something on it. But it's definitely brushed in. Beautiful work. Did you hear me? There's definitely a lighter gray.
Yeah.
Back in here. I don't know if he dropped it back or if he used a lighter gray when he was inking or what. More like a watered down ink, perhaps.
It's fantastic, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's a great shot in the middle there, that silhouette, isn't it, of him looking up.
Yeah. Very nice choice for mood.
Boom.
Must have been a little tight on story there. Kind of a step back in quality. A lot of explanation, a lot of explaining going on.
It's a little Rogue Trooper-ish as well, isn't it? With the because he can breathe the bad air and the other guys can't. What do you call the other people in the enemy in Rogue Trooper? They've got masks on, haven't they?
Yeah.
Are they called the Notes?
Yeah.
NORTS, and the Notes.
Yeah, it's a North and South Civil War.
Yeah. That's probably why I didn't get the gig, because they probably saw me as a Note.
Could be.
They were in the South.
Yeah, it's still written. It has story and plot. Yeah. That's where we were before. Boom.
Wow. Right.
Moving a little bit here.
Rat-tat-tat-tat.
Yeah. Hitting the bugs. People. I'm just going to keep turning.
Yeah, just keep going. Mm. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really good. You don't really have to dedicate some time to read this.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Gonna have to take a few minutes out and actually sit and read this, but it's really good.
And the Beatles are back. Wow. So we've got more left than we've seen.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. They've got a lot of ammunition, haven't they, with those machine guns, these guys? Wow.
It's nice.
Yeah.
A little bit of lighting direction there.
Yeah, not spot black in there.
Floating head.
More bugs. Must be the light thrower.
Bugs.
About. You got zapped.
Oh, he's got a grenade there. Has he taken the pin out?
Looks like he did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're taking him away. Oh, look, panel break.
Big time.
Look at those. How many fingers has he got?
It's all stipple. That's the hand guy. Yeah. That makes sense now.
Ooh.
Multiple choices if he needs to pick at anything.
Great expressions in those eyes. On the other page as well. Look at that. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Really great. Ooh. Oh no, he's going to stick that thing in the back of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Looks like he's about to.
He's going to put a tingler in there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh my God.
You got one.
It's suddenly gone a bit outer limitsy, hasn't it? before the outer limits,
Yeah.
they do stuff like this, don't they? Wow, look at that. I bet he's glad he didn't have to draw that guy with all the fingers in every panel. Well, at least draw his hands in every panel.
Still made him alien by giving him a higher forehead.
Oh, this island Earth, you see.
Yeah, exactly it. That's about the time that came out too.
Yeah.
Is that Sting?
It would be in the film, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
So this is the alien that's being controlled by other aliens.
This is the hand.
And it's yeah, it's a bit more of a flipper though, really, isn't it?
With
It
a
is.
thwack.
If it gets slapped with that, not being hit by a fish.
It's one of those talk to the hand girlfriend, the face don't want to know.
Be a 5-finger death punch 3 times over.
Yeah.
Anyway. There were bugs earlier.
Wasn't he controlling the bugs?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they figure he's controlling the bugs and then somebody's controlling him.
Got a lot of casualties, those bugs, don't they?
Yeah. Oof.
Boom.
Good fire.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at that line work.
That's fantastic.
It's definitely got better. I mean, you look at this as a page, the right-hand page compared to the first few pages, and he's definitely improved.
Definitely evolved, yeah.
Look at the sort of Hessian bag the chicks are in.
Mm. Some of this reminds me a little bit of that artist, the Ace Trucking guy, 2000 AD, who did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little like that.
Oh, it's not McMahon.
No.
Not Ian Gibson.
No.
Is it that Bellardinelli or somebody?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
The Spanish guy, yeah.
Yep. I can see a style in my head.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right, Russ. He certainly has improved, or at least settled down with it.
Well, yeah, I mean, everything he's done. I mean, this is a bit more static here, but you can see his camera selection has improved, his angles, his figuring, his faces, everything, right the way down to the shading and the rendering.
Yeah, he's getting better.
Evolution right the way through the presentation.
Right. Well, there were so many pages done. This is 163, it looks like.
Woo-hoo.
If you look at the very, very last panel, that lovely abstract shape, is it in the window or the mirror or something on the wall? Really nice abstract. Yeah, just the shapes in there, really good. It's doing its job.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that shading on the left-hand side, the bottom left.
Yeah, I'm going to say about that in the way that when he seems to do a really fantastic panel, and then he'll do a happy one a couple of panels later, but really good work. I'll tell you what, if they made a TV show of this, they'd wreck it, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Did you say something about Netflix using this?
Yeah, there's a season of this on Netflix.
There you go.
I don't know how far or how good it is. I had a rough time with it. I couldn't finish the first episode.
Oh, that's not a surprise.
I got about 15 minutes in, and
I've seen multiple, episode 1s on Netflix that I've just gone, oh, I can't watch this. This is rubbish.
Did you see that a couple of years ago? They put the BBC did War of the Worlds adaptation.
Yeah.
From the book.
Yeah,
it was awful.
It was awful. Yeah,
I think it was a 4-parter.
Yeah,
and Robert Carlyle was in it. I thought it was all right, but before I could watch the thing on iPlayer, they took it down. So
I didn't like it personally.
Right.
I didn't like it. Oh, that's a nice panel there. Just a little bit of a few words in it.
Yeah,
that was a quick day.
Yeah.
We're looking about halfway.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Let's leave it to next week.
So 361. We're at 167. So we still have a little over 200 pages to go.
Wow.
Save it for next week.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because we're over an hour and a half already.
Stick a post-it in it.
Yep. Let's see if I can find one here. I had one here in my TARDIS. Let me look.
In your TARDIS?
I got a TARDIS. No. Yep. Here we go. Yeah, I showed you that before.
Oh, look at that.
I love it. So great. Even makes noise.
Like a dinosaur.
Darth Vader's inside it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a relic from the past, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Now
it's all over now, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a while there that I got every Doctor Who tchotchke gift for Christmas that you can imagine. I even got a sonic screwdriver pizza cutter
All you need now is a pride flag, and you've cracked it.
Mm.
Nowadays, yeah. Back then, it was a whole different.
Back then, it was good.
Yeah, at least if only the pride flag thing was the worst thing that was wrong with it.
Yeah.
Oh, so true. The ETERNAUT, folks. Fanographics. I'm sure you could probably get a copy of this on Amazon. If not, then eBay for sure. We'll look at the back half of the book next week.
Nice.
Yes. Very good. Yeah.
I love this book. Love Fanographics always puts together a good package anyway. I mean, a great product, but this has got a die cut window
Yeah.
out of the cover and a wraparound cover for the psychedelic look to it. Plus your guy there. It's nice. Very nice. Good book.
Yeah.
And
Excellent.
again, thanks to PBR for bringing that our way. Says, I love that format, nice and wide, so much easier to set up timing. Yeah. I like their Fanographics did a series of Thimble Theater reprint books, early Popeye stuff, and they all have a die cast cutout on the cover, and they're the same size as the tabloid newspaper that it was meant to be printed as. So that's really sweet. Yeah, their choice of formatting is excellent, top notch. And that's the book that won the award too for best packaging. So let's see why. All right, folks, more ETERNAUT next week. This Sunday, Sunday, we're going to continue our look at Magnus Robot Fighter from the great archives from Dark Horse. Still more great stuff to see there. That's on Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Be back here for Sunday Funnies. Russ, please tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at russleach.com. Nip over there, go and sign up for the email list, and we'll tell you exactly when and where the next Atlantean is going to turn up.
Excellent. Glenn, please tell folks how they can find you.
On Randy's show, Fridays and Sundays, and you can also find a great deal of my work on Amazon. Got 12 books up there, magazines, all kinds of stuff. So mainly Amazon, Facebook, and all those stuff. I don't do it too much, but Amazon.
All right. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work. Well, you can put my name in Amazon. You might see the War of the Worlds book, or the Atlantean will pop up there at least. More stuff, a lot more stuff to come. So we've been doing this for a couple of years now, going through great comics, not just superhero books, but comics from all over the world, and just loving it. Folks, we've built up a big archive. You can see us archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. And please go over there, subscribe to all those channels, leave a note, leave a like, hit that thumbs up. Any type of interaction that you have on those platforms just goes to help us and the algorithm to push us out in front of other eyes to be seen. If you enjoyed this program, tell your friends. We do this twice a week, like I said. 5 a.m. here, Comics by Night on Fridays, Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. for the Sunday Funnies. All right, I think that's it. Go visit your local retailer. Have a great weekend. This would be a great weekend, especially with it being as cold out, if you're around where I'm at, to go visit that retailer for a couple hours and dig through them boxes, find some great gems in there, and they'd appreciate your patronage as well.
You have to dig through the snow to get there.
Yeah, dig through the snow to get there. I think that's it, folks. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.
Das Vidania.
Stop back by, and like I said, watch our archives. On our way out the door, we're reminded of the words of Groucho Marx, who said, if you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong. There you go. Take care, everybody. We will see you soon. We don't even run the opening. But here we go. We'll run the opening at the end. We'll get it all done. All right. Take care, everybody. See you next time.
See ya.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time with theory. Welcome to the party, pal!
So this is the divine intervention. You could become a spiritual guru on your own, but you just have to tie your shoes, and you just have to know how to eat burritos backwards.
Do you draw the Flintstones naked? There's a market for that.
The cops are doing their job as long as they don't be mean to people who are actually being innocent. Then I'm all gravy, baby.
Hi, y'all. It's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is marinara. How fast do you think that car get up to? About 120 marinara?
In the time before Atlantis sank, when the lands of this world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny, seizing his place as a king. After defending his throne and learning the devastating truth of the Serpent Kingdom and its deadly cults, King Kull in his right hand ruled the Spear Slayer, make a solemn vow to hunt down and destroy the hidden empire of these serpent demons. These are the tales of those journeys. This is the Atlantean. Tales inspired by the brilliance of Robert E. Howard, featuring his first barbarian characters as introduced in the pages of his classic tale, The Shadow Kingdom. Each volume contains beautifully painted covers and around 50 pages of original black and white art and story, featuring classic sword and sorcery adventures you don't want to miss. Join us on these epic adventures and sign up now for news with the email list at russleach.com. Bring your axe and prepare for battle.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.